In this video, I'm going to give you my top 10 tips for staying organized. Okay, tip number 1. Draw up a to-do list every day and stick to it. And you want to place items in order of priority, so your most important jobs come at the top of the to-do list and then everything else goes down below. When you draw up your list, you want to accept that most tasks are going to take longer than you expect. It's just human nature. People tend to underestimate the amount of time that's going to be involved, so you want to take that into consideration. And you also need to be aware that other tasks are going to crop up during the day, so you need to keep your plans flexible even though you do have a list of things that you want to accomplish. Now, don't try and do too much. Don't try and cram too much into the day. Keep your to-do list reasonable so that you can be certain to complete it by the end of the day. And when you reach the end of your list, don't add anything else to it. If you've got a project that you work on during slack time, then go on and do that after you've gone through your to-do list. Otherwise, once you've reached the end of your to-do list, that's it. Give yourself the rest of the day off. Otherwise, it can become really debilitating if you just keep working and working and working. Okay, tip number 2, don't procrastinate. If something needs doing, well, get on with it and do it, because the sooner you start to do it, the sooner it'll be done. And you want to put unpleasant tasks towards the top of your to-do list and get them out of the way first. And so that's by far and away the best way to approach this. So, if you need to get on with something, then do it. Don't keep putting it off. Tip number 3, keep an activity log. Write down what you do every day and how long it takes you to do it. And this is particularly important when you first start your business and you're trying to work out how long it takes you to do things, especially things to do with running your own business that you may not be familiar with, having not had to do it in your old job. And you use this activity log to prioritize and to work out what you should do yourself and what can be delegated or outsourced to others. And you can also use it to determine when you're most productive, and then you can schedule the most demanding tasks for that time. Tip number 4, avoid distractions. Keep your TV and your smartphone turned off, like I was saying in an earlier video. And you want to schedule tasks that require concentration for times when you're unlikely to be disturbed. So if you need to write a proposal and it's, let's say you're working from home and your kids are in school, then that's the time that you want to do it, while the kids are in school and you're not going to be disturbed, so that you can actually get on with the job without any unnecessary distractions. And you want to check your email at certain times of the day only. It's very tempting to keep your email client open on your desktop, and then every time an email comes in, you hear the tone and you immediately want to go and check it. And that can be very, very distracting, especially as a lot of emails that you're going to get are going to be spam anyway. Tip number 5, plan ahead. You want to use a diary, a calendar, or my favorite, a wall planner, so that you know what you're going to be doing and when you're supposed to be doing it. Tip number 6, eliminate clutter. You want to keep your desk and your work area tidy, because it makes it much easier to find stuff when you need it. Tip number 7 is give each job a job number, and that makes it easier to keep track of income and expenditure, as well as knowing which piece of paper belongs to which job. And you can have it either sequentially, or you can have it by date, or you can have it by client. Some people have the client's initials and then job number. Some people have the last 2 numbers of the year and then the job number, and so on. But whichever system works best for you. And you want to reference it on all correspondence. You want to write it on all paperwork. Like I was just saying, it makes it easier to tell one piece of paper from another. And you want to put it on all files so you can organize them properly later on. Which brings us neatly to tip number 8, which is to have a filing system. And when you've got a proper filing system, you don't waste time looking for files. So you want to have a filing cabinet or file folders for paper files, and you want to have an organized structure for files on your computer. Don't just dump everything in My Documents, because then it makes it difficult to find. Set up things on your computer by client, for example, or by project, and that way it makes it very easy to find the files when you're looking for them. And tip number 9, have a designated place where you keep things. Again, like keeping your desk organized and having a filing system, it saves time when you're looking for things. And you won't think you've run out of something, order more, and end up with too much. And finally, tip number 10, KISS, which stands for Keep It Simple, Stupid. Don't make things more complicated than they need to be. The simpler, the better. Sometimes less is more. I hope you found these tips useful, and I hope you use them to keep yourself organized in your business and in your life.